History of international trade theories. The mercantilists emerged in the period 1500 to 1800. For them, the best way to promote the national economy was a positive balance of payments, meaning that exports are greater than imports over exports. It was received in gold and silver. With rising incomes, there will be an increased public spending and therefore further development. One of measures to get a positive balance of payments was to increase tariffs in order to reduce imports. Adam Smith, in his book The Wealth of Nations, where it says that the world's wealth is not a fixed amount because international trade encourages specialization and division of labor, causing productivity increases and therefore wealth increases. Adam Smith continued with the concept of specialization of labor, developed the principle of absolutes. This indicates that for the world to benefit from specialization, each country should have at least one product in which it has a cost advantage absolute for export. In other words, it is absolutely more efficient than their partners. Then comes Ricardo and develops the theory of comparative advantage, which shows that it is not necessary that a country has an absolute advantage to benefit from trade, so that countries should focus on exporting products where productivity is relatively high or is less inefficient than the other. History of international treaties. The countries that result victorious from World War II sought to create international economic institutions stable to prevent another war and eliminate the economic causes of the last war. The three Bretton Woods institutions are the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the International Trade Organization. The GATT is General Agreement on Tariff and Trade. Established in 1947, this became the main organization to establish and enforce the rules of international trade. In 1995, this agreement on trade in goods became the World Trade Organization. The mechanisms used by the General Agreement on Tariff and Trade to achieve their objective were multilateral negotiations and dispute settlement, contrast with the international treaties of Middle East. ESCWA is the Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, whose main objective is to promote economic and social development through regional cooperation and integration. It plays the role of the main social and economic organization of the West Asia region. It belongs to the United Nations system and reports to the United Nations Economic and Social Council. ESCWA coordinates its activities with those of the principal departments and offices of the United Nations and the special agencies and intergovernmental organizations, such as the League of Arab States, the Gulf Cooperation Council, and the Organization for Islamic Cooperation, in order to avoid duplication and ensure complementary synergy and information exchange. The Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia consists of 17 member states. Some countries are Saudi Arabia, Oman, Palestine, Qatar, Sudan, and Yemen. Another institution is the Islamic Development Bank. This is a multilateral development bank established to enhance the social and economic development of Islamic countries according to Sharia, Islamic law. The objectives of the Islamic Development Bank are to promote the Islam financial, industry, and related institutions, eliminate poverty, and promote cooperation among member countries.
Created using Powtoon.